Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. When we last left off, Queen Siwan of Gwynedd, the petty Queen of Gwynedd, turned 18 a little while ago and has just united the borders of Wales under one rule. Her rule! She owns 4 provinces, and there are 2 vassals, this man who kind of likes us, and this person who hates us because we declared war on him. And we beat him up. What we're going to be doing right now is pretty simple. We're just going to be waiting, buying time, because we need to gain a lot of money, 377 and 200 piety, to found the Kingdom of Wales and become a true queen. We're not going to be doing anything big or complicated at this point. All we're going to be doing is waiting. She has no claims on our territory, so at this point we might as well look to see if we can get claims in, say, Desmond. The reason, if you manage to get claims, you can refuse them and gain 10 piety in the process. We do not have a better diplomat at all there. So we're just going to sit here and wait, earn 7 gold a month. Any technology gains we can do? There are a few. Church infrastructure. Increases our temple tax. Trade practices. I think we're going to fill this up. And majesty. Monthly piety gain increases. Yes, please. I'd like to gain some more piety. We have a husband who's got very good stats. And we're currently waiting for us to basically our objective at this point is to have a son or a daughter, just an heir. We do need an heir. If we don't have an heir, it will be our sister here, who's currently being educated by our vassal here. She has become envious and honest. Not the worst trait you could ever have. Not the worst. If we were to use intrigue, by the way, at this point, to gain indulgence for our sins, it would cost us a lot of money. I want to be in a situation where we have money so that we can spend... Oh, there's a war going on. There's a big war going on. You're defending against Olaf of Norway. You're also defending against the Scottish-English anti-papal war. And that. I think you're incapable. Yeah, you're incapable. And maimed. You are not long for this world. Soon Prince Robert will become king. Robert is a... Oh, he's not the best ruler in the world. He also has... Hello! You have died. And a very interesting man called Count Madoc, who absolutely despises me, has now become the king. Fortunately, he is very... Oh. I shall release you. Thank you. Sorry about that. Didn't even know you were in prison. Oh, you. I revoked your title, didn't I? Oops. Well, my sister now no longer has an heir. I mean, an educator. The best person to educate her for my remaining years is me. Now that I'm of age, we could try and mould her stats into something more desirable. So we have an interesting situation in that our heir is this guy for this place. He has children. His children do not have... He's pretty good. My sister does her homework and is always on time for her lessons. She has a good mentor. That's me. She might end up being a better ruler than I. But trust me, my stats leave a lot to be desired. They're not great. There's not going to be a lot going on until we become king or queen. Depends on if I die horribly and have a son, I could become king. How's everything else doing? You're currently fighting the de jure war over Cumberland. Some interesting ideas on how to improve the economy. It's not worth it. Sorry, husband. You dislike me, that's fine. He desires to have a son. I desire to improve my stewardship. Well, at least our goals don't mesh at all. That's good. What's going on here? Well, a little bit of rebelling. You're actually just flat out independent right now. That's interesting. Vienne's just completely independent. You're independent? What else is going on in the world? Norway still owns that. Here, seems like Castile is spreading. Aragon's actually spread as... Is that a separate nation? No. Aragon is actually spread. A little. Sicily is a kingdom in its own right. The Byzantine Empire has grown. Encompasses that. My sister Enid is bitten by a snake this morning. The brave little fool keeps seeking out danger. That's my lass. Yeah, give her the brave trait. She's turning out to be a far better ruler than I could ever be. Let us buy some indulgences for our sins, shall we? Yeah. It's expensive, but worth it. Lose 100 gold, gain 25 piety. Plus, Pope Eugene III likes me a little more for 5 years. Glory to God, as they say. You see, in this, the Catholic Church is extremely powerful. People would not say that lightly. Like, that is... When the kings said that, they meant it. Like, the Pope was a humongous power in the medieval era, so when Queen Siwan says that, she means it. And she means it wholeheartedly. Can I get absolution for my sins again? Yeah, we just do it again. 1.7 a month. No, I think we'll... Oh, hello. What is going on here? There is an English revolt. Hello. Robert of the... Oh, they're fighting over who's king. To revoke the tyranny. Yeah. A large merchant caravan from distant lands has arrived at the gates of your stronghold. Their leader, a jovial man of massive girth, pleads with you in strange action to grant them shelter from the elements of the night. Very well, let them in. Evening falls, the fat merchant sits by the fire and regales you and the rest of the court with stories of his travels. His appetite seems insatiable, but as you do not wish to prove poor host, you order your servants to bring a second serving. Aye. Dawnbreak. He tells us about his various stories. Dawnbreak prepares to move on. The merchant insists on leaving you a gift. He shouts a terse command in a foreign language, and a young man comes forward. This eunuch will serve you well, the merchant says. His loyalty to you, his new master, shall be beyond reproach. This is very kind. I accept your gift. I now have a new person in my court. Constanios, who unfortunately is a eunuch. That's a lot of negative there. It has been brought to your attention that a large garden outside your castle is quite frankly a mess. Last week, one of your courtiers got lost in the wilderness. And the man did not emerge for 2 days. Tackling this garden problem head-on could be an excellent project which will improve your stewardship. Time to stretch those green fingers. Our crusade for Jerusalem has finally occurred. Do we wish to take up arms against them? Well, it's a crusade. The Pope is involved. And let me tell you, this crusade tends not to end well. This man has an army of 25,000 at his command. I do not. We'll see who joins. Right now the Pope is involved. And the King of Croatia, a few earls. Kings. Ah! Together with your gardeners, you've redesigned your castle garden to a more manageable form. You've organised the digging of a small canal system to keep your plants watered, the weeds have been removed, and the hedge maze now actually has an exit. Skeletal remains strewn about the maze's dead ends have also been cleared out. Hard but rewarding work. I've learned much. I have now gained stewardship. this skill actually gives you stewardship. And I gain more stewardship. I'm going to pick an ambition to have a son at this point. There aren't many ambitions I could pick, improve various things. Have a son seems like a good one. Let's have a son. Hopefully. How many more people have joined this? That is not a lot of people. This is not going to be a successful crusade. Unless more people join. As a general rule, the first crusade tends to go really poorly. What is going on here? Are they all fighting each other? No, they're not. Every year I'm going to be gaining about 70 gold and a very small amount of prestige. I think the best thing for me to do right now is pay for another indulgence of my sins. Seems like a good plan. Buy an indulgence. Glory! Maximum number of piety needed. Now all I need to do is wait for gold. Yeah, that is not a crusade I want to be joining right now. A troubadour and his wife have arrived from, Occitania? Yeah, that's right. Their performances range from vulgar satires to political cervantes and everything in between, including songs and poems of courtly love. They will be well paid, I assure you. Charitable is a lovely trait. Look at that. +3 diplomacy. Wow, that's a good bonus. 2 positive traits to complement the neutral and negative trait I have. So now what we're doing right now is waiting for gold. We have piety. And disaster not befalling us, we will be okay. I have a desire to have a son. So does my husband. So there is a good chance there might be an heir down the line. Doesn't have to be a male heir. A female heir for me would work absolutely fine, as long as I get an heir. That is not being voted on. Who's opposing it? A lot of people are opposing it. A lot of people are opposing this. It might be a very long time. Oh, a weak claim can be pressed. My sister is aiming for the stars, the ambitious little brat. Ambition will not serve you. No way. I am fine to have the ambitious trait, but not my sister, who is... Let's just say she has a strong claim on my kingdom. What we're going to have to do is marry her off to someone far away, or with no power. We could secure an alliance, but there's no one nearby who could... perhaps Brittany, maybe? But Brittany's currently being ruled by a duchess, so that's not going to work. I see your revolt is going well, by the way. King Wolf here. I like that name. He's not a bad king, actually. Bad king. Oh, it's an... Oh my! It's an elective kingdom. That's why Robert's a bit annoyed. Yeah, but Robert's not exactly the best suited to this. No, Robert's not the best suited to actually becoming a rebel. We should actually leave him there. I want to slowly spread into Ireland. Spread my rulership here. Here would actually be the best place to conquer. What is your army size? 1,000 men? I have a bit more than 1,000 men. I have 3,000 men. We could conquer that. I think we should. Ah! She became a tough soldier. Excellent. Conquer Leinster. Right, now we have the issue that she's an unmarried heir, and she should get married. But to who? It needs to be somebody relatively close. The Duke of Mercia. Anyone with a blue flag will secure an alliance for my kingdom. The Count of Carrick? This is difficult. You do need to be careful about these things. You could marry into an Italian. Why not? Let's see, actually. Who would consider a matrilineal marriage? Ooh. A Prince of England might consider it. A Chaplain of Bohemia? Who are you? You're leading troops in Maine. Your brother is this man. It may be a bad idea, but I think this is a good idea, actually. A matrilineal marriage. Prestige effects, skills of Enid. Yes, matrilineal. Yes, let's do it. They're getting married. Nice. It is everyone's concern. Give me money, so I can become king. Or queen, as the case is now. Queen Suan of Wales has created the title Kingdom of Wales. I am king. This has changed two things. We now have crown authority, which is medieval kings and emperors fought a constant battle with their vassals over privileges, rights, and obligations. Their nobility naturally tended to favour a weak state. They may do, but it's not going to be that weak. Low crown authority. These can only be changed once per ruler. I like high crown authority, which is really good because that means that vassals can no longer fight each other, vassal titles can no longer pass outside the realm through inheritance, and revocations of infidel titles are free. But right now I'm a queen, which is good, because now everything is ruled with great power, and my domain size has actually increased. I technically could rule this entire realm by my own right. So in actuality, I really want this guy to rebel against me. Is he going to, though? I hope he does. They both want to, so badly. Big negatives. Look at that. Massive negatives. Huge negatives because I increase crown authority. They hate it. This is good. I could incite him to rebel, actually. That could actually work. In a very strange way, that could work. If he's gonna rebel against me, he'll be doing it anyway. Yes. That time I think I will improve the rate of technological shipbuilding. Shipbuilding is going to be important at some point. So now we're actually a queen, which is good. Excellent. My father was a duke, but I am a queen. And I'm 24 and have not yet had a child. Fortunately, you're in my court, so... She's also pregnant. Which is a good sign, because people of this thing will be of my dynasty. Oh, and looks like something horrible has happened. A terminal stage leprosy. Oh, good. Ah, you died in my dungeons. I don't even know who you are. Did you have camp fever? No, you died in the dungeons before camp fever killed you. That is super tragic. There's a threat. He's very likely to rebel against me. Well, when we come back, folks, we will see what happens with this threat. See if he will come and crush me. I hope so. I'd like to claim his territory back. So until then, I'll catch you later. See you then. Later.